But our men have learned, and women, that if we do what's right, hard work overcomes all obstacles. And I appreciate them for giving us the opportunity. A lot of times our work gets skewed because people see us in green shirts and see us cut grass, but they don't understand that in order to even get a green shirt, you got to be here for at least 4 weeks, because we won't expose you to the world until you exemplify the tenets of the program. We truly believe that if you give a man an opportunity and raise the expectation, he will every time reach the expectation. There will be some pitfalls along the way. That's okay, because faith is part of the covenant. We meet every morning from 9 to 12. And at first we started off as a 12-week program. And now it's going on to, Miss Yolanda, how long have you been here now?
Over 2 years.
Yeah. She's one of our great success stories. And her story is no greater than anybody else's. It's just that she's been there longer than most of the folks. How old are you, Miss Yolanda?
58.
Yeah. Where I find you, I use the word find. Where did I find you, Miss Yolanda?
On the streets.
Where?
On Hyde Park Street.
Doing what?
Full of drugs and alcohol, sitting and drinking a beer.
What are you now, Miss Yolanda?
In sports, sleeping in abandoned houses.
What's your title now?
Supervisor.
Yeah.
Like
She run the whole team there. The drug addict, homeless, prostitute. Didn't nobody want to food. That woman you saw at the corner begging for change, now she got to come to the credit card. You drive one of our trucks home. She has her own place. She's a success. It took her 56 years, but who cares? Mr. Larry, how old are you now?
60.
How long you do?
40.
Say it again. How old are you?
60.
How long you do?
40.
40 what?
40 years.
Yeah, how long you been out now?
2 years and almost 6 months.
Stand up for a minute, let them see you. Turn around and let the people, wave at the good people behind them. Wave out, let them see you. Yeah. How long you been out, Mr. Larry, now?
About 2 years and about 6 months.
How you get to work every morning?
Ride bicycle.
From where?
From our old bridge across there all the time.
You how old?
60.
60 years old. But in order to get here, you got to get on your own, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
got this bike. When it's raining, what you do?
On the bike.
When it's cold, what you do?
On the bike.
Yeah. When people in the way, what you do?
Go around on the bike.
And their stories are no different than anybody else's, but the reason I use them, look at their age. If we didn't have what we have, what would they be doing now? What frustrates me, ladies and gentlemen, is that people claim that want to help our population, but they only want to do it if it's a benefit to them. If there's some grant money in it, or if there's when my wife and I started, that's my wife right there with the camera. That's my assistant Beverly, she set it up. And when we started the program, with my wife and I, because I'm an ex-felon, I've been to prison. When I came home, there was nothing for me to do. Blessed to get a contract with one of the hospitals and worked there for a little over a year, almost 2 years, had a contract, full staff, working in the environmental service department. They found out I had a record, made me give them the keys back that day. Kicked me out. Then they in turn hired my people and made them their department. But it's okay. That caused me and my wife to start working with Prison Fellowship. I wanted to have a program. I wanted to go in and preach first. I started preaching in prison. I wanted to go into prison and preach. But Prison Fellowship at the time said, we don't do that anymore. Now we're going on re-entry. I didn't know what that was. I'm out of prison. I have no idea what a re-entry is. So we went to Nashville, saw a project called Project Return, where they help ex-felons. They bring them in, their term is misleading. Convicted felons. Because once you're a felon, you're always a felon. It doesn't go away. So if you were my wife and now you're my ex-wife, then you're no longer my wife. Well, ex-felon, you should be calling me a felon every time you pull my record. So we're convicted felons. We'll hold on to that term. So going there, I found a program they were doing. They teach you how to write a resume in a day. Then if you wanted the extra stuff, though, they give you 3 days of intense training. 3 days. Now, over there, been with us for almost a year now. How long you go over there?
12 years later.
How old were you when you got locked up?
16.
So he's 16 years old. He's done 12 years. He's not 28. He comes to my program. I'm going to train him for 3 days. And in 3 days, he'll know how to succeed. That ain't going to happen, Calvin. And since I'm an ex-felon, and I'm a convicted felon, and I understand the game, I know what a convicted felon may need. Now, continue our story. My wife and I started the program, and we have no money. We're just doing it because the Lord told us to. And we still don't get paid for what we do. That's okay. But we're